Good evening and welcome to the YouTube channel, How to Get an 800 Credit Score. My name is Lyndon Baptiste and welcome to all of you to the channel, to also as well. Thank you to all of you who have joined us in the last live streams. Also, I really appreciate all of you as well who have joined. And I would like to give a warm welcome to all of you. Also like to give a warm welcome to Janelle Leone too also as well. Thank you so much for joining, Janelle. I really appreciate you. And Janelle is really a blessing to our live streams also because she helps to recognize people's comments also, and she definitely lets me know when I missed a comment or anything. So we're just starting our live stream right now. So for all of you who may be new to our YouTube channel, my name is Lyndon Baptiste, and our channel is called How to Get an 800 Credit Score. And on this channel, we talk about ways to build your credit, ways to increase your credit score, to also as well, and get approved for loans, lines of credit, mortgages. Yes, we have some of our subscribers just got approved for mortgages too also as well, lines of credit, loans, business on the business side and the personal side too also as well. Maybe you just simply want to travel the world for free. All of that is possible with building credit. That's what we talk about here on this channel. If you're interested in those things, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you haven't already, hit the bell notifications. That way you will never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel. And share this video with all of your friends and all of your family on your social media networks too also as well. It definitely helps the channel out tremendously as well. I want to say a special thank you to all of our 1,300 subscribers that we have now currently. Thank you so much, because without you guys this would never be possible at all. So first and foremost, I want to say warm welcome to Kevin Jackson. Everyone, please give a warm welcome as well to Kevin Jackson. Kevin, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you too also as well, Kevin. Kevin says, hey, Lyndon and Janelle, Cream Team is in the house once again. Here we go. Good evening, everybody. Yes, good evening to you, Kevin, too also as well. So everyone, please say hello to Kevin Jackson and the Cream Team too also as well. It's always a pleasure to have you guys on the channel with us too also as well. So I really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you guys for stopping by once again. I know you guys have been in a lot of our live streams recently too also as well, and I really appreciate you very, very much. So everyone, please give a warm welcome to Kevin Jackson. Also, Kevin, I believe Kevin, didn't you just make a recent video, I believe not too long ago? It was something about business credit. I don't remember the title of it, but I watched the video. I really enjoyed it. Was that you that made that video? It was a great video too also as well. I believe I left a comment there too also. So awesome video. Thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciated the content. And also, everyone, please give a warm welcome as well to Cliff Peters. Cliff Peters, thank you so much for joining us once again, Cliff, and welcome back to our live stream also as well. Cliff Peters says, good afternoon, family. Robin, yes, good afternoon, Cliff. And sorry, that was my cell phone. I had to turn the volume down. So that way I can follow you guys' comments and make sure that I don't miss any of them. I'm coming. And, Cliff Peters, thank you so much for joining us. So everyone, please say hello to Cliff Peters as well. And warm welcome. Thank you. And also, everyone, please give a warm welcome to Dalai Lamas T. Hello, Dalai Lamas. Thank you for joining our live stream. I believe you are new to our live streams, but we really appreciate you coming by and showing the support and the love. Really appreciate you, Dalai Lama. Too also as well, I do recognize you from David's channel, Travel Explore Click, and we're always on David's channel. Too also as well, enjoying his live stream there and soaking up all the great content and good knowledge being dropped by him, and a lot of his guests that he have on the channel too also as well. He had a great collaboration there with Waller's Wallets too also as well. So that's a great channel, you guys. You need to check that out if you're interested in traveling the world for free. Travel Explore Click is the place you want to be. It kind of sounds like a commercial, right? Yeah, I just kind of made that up on the fly. But anyway, yeah, you guys definitely want to check that channel out too as well. I believe he does live streams like every night, I believe at 9 p.m. Central Time. And I know because I'm on Central Time, so that's the time that I go by. So I just say Central Time. So anywhere you are, in the United States or in the world, you could definitely catch that live stream, Travel Explore Click. Definitely for sure. Great travel information about how to earn points and rewards and to travel for little or next to nothing and get the best value of it too. Also as well while you're at it too. So great channel. Definitely want to check it out. Also want to give a warm welcome to Ronald Anderson. Ronald, how you doing there, buddy? Are you driving tonight? If you are, definitely keep safe for sure. We really, really appreciate you that you're able to join our live streams, even when you're at work. That says a lot about, your devotion to the channel. We really appreciate that. So thank you for joining, Ronald. So everyone, please say hello to Ronald Anderson. Ronald says hi, Lyndon and Janelle. Yes, hi, Ronald. So in case you guys didn't notice, but you probably noticed already, I went back to the other program software that I've been using, which is Streamlabs.
Figured that out.
And as you can see on your screen, it's a different setup here. I kind of made some adjustments to the setup that I had before, and I kind of like opened up the webcam so it's on a full screen. So let me know, people, what you think about this new setup. It's different. Do you like this one better? Do you like the other setup better? Do you like the setup we did last Wednesday's live stream better? Your input is definitely valuable and appreciated, and we definitely, it helps out the channel to help us make better videos also as well. So thank you so much for that too also as well. Dalai Lama's T says, I'm happy to be here. Yes, we're happy to have you, Dalai Lama. Thank you so much for stopping by too also as well. Everyone also, please give a warm welcome to Pink Lady Barber. Pink Lady Barber is one of our veterans here. She's been with us for quite a while, and we really appreciate you, Pink Lady Barbers. Thank you so much for stopping by. Once again, Pink Lady says, hello, family, and hello, Cream Team. Yes, Cream Team in the house. Hello, for sure. We're definitely glad to have the Cream Team. And when I think of the Cream Team, I'm thinking of Bob from Cakeology. Bob, if you're in here, definitely, let us know. Bob has his own YouTube channel, by the way, called Cakeology, and he drops a lot of knowledge, interesting, a lot of great information on how you can build business credit, how you can get business funding, and, how you can get approved for things that you need to expand your business. If you're planning on starting a business, and maybe you have one already, you definitely want to check out Bob's YouTube channel called Cakeology for sure. The brother is very sharp, very knowledgeable about business, and we had him on our show one time. We plan on having him on more often too also as well. Also, we're planning on doing a multi-collaboration with 4 different YouTube channels. Ours for one, how to get an 800 credit score. David from Travel Explore Click. Dwayne from How to Build Credit TV. Two also as well, and also Bob from Cakeology too. Also, we thought of two others channels, but we're not sure yet about that. We're still talking about it amongst ourselves about if we want to have 6 YouTube channels or 4 YouTube channels on a collaboration. So we're kind of working, the schedules out between all of us. When we're available, what times is good for us, and whose YouTube channel we want to have it on too also as well. We kind of got some ideas, but we're still working on the details. So that will be coming up in the future too also as well. Sun Lee, I want to welcome a new subscriber by the name of Sun Lee to our live chat. Thank you so much, Sun Lee, for stopping by to also as well. And everyone, Sun Lee is a new person here to our live stream to also as well. And we really appreciate, you stopping by and checking out our live stream, by the way. And welcome. You're always welcome here in our live streams, and feel free to comment as much or as little as you like. If you just want to listen in, if you have questions you'd like to raise, that'd be great too also as well. If you see questions here in the chat and you'd like to answer them, go ahead and take a swing at it for sure. You're definitely welcome. So everyone, please say hello to Sun Lee. And Sun Lee, by the way, says, hi, I am a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing, Sun Lee. And Cakeology told me about you. Cream Team. Go Cream Team. Yes. Thank you, Bob, for the referral. I really appreciate you sending Sun Lee our way, too, also as well. And Kevin Jackson says, Lyndon, that was me. I was just practicing on that video. Thank you for your comment on the video. Yes, you're definitely welcome, Kevin. And it was a good video. I enjoyed it too also as well. You went over a lot of great information there in the video. Ronald Anderson says, yes, I am driving. I should have had this truck parked in about 20 minutes, he says. So, okay, awesome. Well, really appreciate you still being able to join with us, Ronald. Too also as well. It's definitely always a pleasure, to have you here too also. So thank you so much for joining with us too also, by the way. So as you can see, everything here that is on the screen here, ways to contact me or follow me on social media too also as well. As you can see here, you can follow me on Twitter. There's my Twitter handle on the screen, right to the right of me. And Instagram is right there. Our Facebook group is at the bottom right corner. It's called How to Get Excellent Credit. Feel free to join the Facebook group and comment, share as much, as you'd like. The Facebook group was mainly intended to share your credit building experiences or just, your experiences with credit in general. Even if you're not in the building credit stage anymore, maybe you're out there, in the traveling stage, travel reward stage, and you're just out there trying to get as much travel rewards as possible, or cash back, whatever the situation is, share that with the group, because it definitely helps, others when we bounce this kind of, knowledge off of one another there for sure. And if you need to email me and you have any questions about building credit or even credit repair or increasing your credit score, definitely the email is right there in the bottom. Also, you can join our Patreon and support the channel. The link is also at the bottom too also as well. So let's see what we have here. Julian Robinson says, hello, folks. Yes, Julian Robinson is in the house, people. Welcome back again, Julian Robinson. Thank you so much for stopping by, Julian. And everyone, how was your week, by the way? Did you get any good credit news? Did you have any, anything exciting that you would like to share with the group? Did your credit score go up? Did you just get approved for a brand new credit card and you're really excited about it? Maybe it has some great rewards points or great cash back or travel, whatever the situation is. If you have any good credit news, definitely share it here in the comments for us all, so that way we can definitely, comment on that. It definitely inspires all of us when, all the rest of us get this type of good credit news. So thank you so much, people who have joined the last live stream and shared your good credit news with us. We really appreciate that too, also as well. So we want to give a warm welcome also to Cakeology. Cakeology is officially in the house. Thank you so much for stopping by, Cakeology. Bob is his real name. And Bob says, how are you? At Janelle Leone at How to Get an 800 Credit Score. I'm having a Wednesday stream party over here. Peace and love. Yes, definitely. Same to you, Bob. Thank you so much for stopping by. We really appreciate you too also as well, Bob. We want to have you back on our channel too, also on our show too also as well. Actually, I wasn't too sure about this Wednesday today, but definitely pretty soon. We'd like to have you back on, maybe before we even do the multi collaboration with the 4 or 6 YouTubers at one time on the show. We definitely would like to have you back on, Bob. We had a great time the last time you were on, for sure, and we look forward to having you back on again too also as well. Julian Robinson says, I got another secured card, Total Visa, just to help out. Okay, well, thank you for sharing that, Julian. Julian just got another secured card, a Total Visa. So okay, Julian, well, that's great. That's great. All you guys got to remember is make sure that you keep your utilization or your credit usage low as possible. I recommend under less than 7% utilization. You definitely want to make all your payments on time. So, if I was you, I would put it on auto pay. If you don't, your balance could be changing from month to month depending on how you use the card. But you definitely want to have at least the minimum payment on auto pay. Okay. But I recommend not paying the minimum payment every month. You're just having that minimum payment on auto pay. That's like a safety. That's just a safety right there, just in case anything was to happen and you somehow missed a payment, or you forgot the payment. You have that auto pay for the minimum payment still backing you up and able to make a payment, so you're not considered a late payment or anything like that. But you definitely want to keep your utilization under 7% too also as well. And get familiar with the website that comes along with it, if there is a website. And you want to definitely, if you're using a card on a regular basis, you want to try. I would recommend at least making your payments every week. We do our payments every Sunday. Every Sunday we do our payments, and we go through all of our credit trade lines and everything, our loans, and we look at our balances, and we make payments on those every Sunday too also as well. So there's a tip for you. Once a week is a good idea, because it gets you in the habit of making the payments. Okay, making the payments, and not only that, it's easier to keep track of the payments when you're doing that on a weekly basis versus a monthly basis. Because if you think about it, what happens if you just simply forgot 1 month, you forgot the date, and then you just maybe a little late or something, but weekly, if you forgot one Sunday, it's not a big deal, because you still got at least 4 Sundays every month. Okay. So that definitely helps out. Yeah, our computer screen is kind of like jumping, but hopefully you guys can see the screen clearly. If you can see the screen clearly, go ahead and type the number 1 inside of the comments. Again, if you can see the screen clearly, go ahead and type the number 1 inside of the comments. The only reason I'm asking is because we're getting some kind of fluctuating screen here on our computer here on our end, but hopefully you guys are getting a good quality stream on your end. Is the video okay? Can you see, is the audio okay, and the microphone's not too loud? Definitely let us know. Okay, but if everything is okay, just go ahead and type the number 1 for us inside of the comments. So let's see, speaking of comments, let's see if we have any other comments. By the way, Janelle is here by my side here. She's waving to you guys.
About time.
Yeah. So we're glad to have Janelle here, with us too also as well.
Distro Cakeology, Bob. No, I'm not drinking my wine. I'm drinking my Diet Coke.
Nah, you hear that, Bob, right? She's drinking a Diet Coke. So we're not drinking any wine like you, Bob. And you got this fancy wine and stuff. No, I'm just kidding. But she's here in the video for sure. Janelle says Janelle's in the house now. LOL.
Right here.
Yep, she's right there. Cakeology says would love you. Had a great time. Janelle, where is your wine? Peace and love. Yep, she just answered that. Yep, she got the Diet Coke over there. Pink Lady Barber says LOL. Thank you, Pink Lady. Julian Robinson says, I'm getting that AU with Credit Maestro tomorrow. It's a City Diamond preferred, $11,500 credit limit and 2 years of age. Okay, awesome, Julian. That may be able to help you out, I believe, depending on how old your credit is, and depending on what your utilization is too also. So it's going to depend on those two factors. Okay, but a 2-year authorized user, I mean, if you're like have a credit history of say 1 year, then a 2-year authorized user will definitely help you out. It would increase your average age of credit. Okay, and it could become your oldest trade line too also as well. Even though it's an authorized user, it still counts as an account, a credit account. Okay, so keep that in mind too also as well. And being that the credit limit is $11,500, I mean, if your utilization is a little high, with an $11,500 credit limit, it could bring your utilization down too also as well. So that would definitely help you out, because the lower your utilization, the higher your credit score. And that is one of the most important factors that FICO uses to calculate into your credit score, which is credit usage, which is 30% of your credit score too also as well. Everyone, please also give a warm welcome to Cornell, Mr. Mentor Freeman. Yes, Mr. Mentor, thank you so much for joining once again. Really appreciate you, Cornell. Cornell's driving and listening, so be safe out there, Cornell. We don't want you to get into any accidents or anything. Be careful when you're driving, but it's good to know that you're listening to also as well. Okay, great, awesome. Yep, Cornell says he's on 18 wheels and gave a truck emoji. I like that little truck. That's a nice little truck emoji you got there, Cornell. Thank you for that. Pink Lady Barbers, type the number 1. Okay, awesome. Glad to know everything looks okay for you guys. Cornell, Mr. Mentor Freeman, type number 1. And the cool emoji, the flexes, and the 100. Thank you so much for that. Dalai Lama says audio and video are good. Okay, great. Because what I did, guys, is in case you notice some of our past live streams, when we did the Streamlabs, this kind of setup here, we did have kind of a high volume on our microphone. Our microphone was kind of up really loud. And how I know is because I watched the live stream myself. Janelle and I watched the live stream after we did them. Okay, there's a few live streams that audio was kind of loud. So this time we turned the volume down on the audio. We also turned the volume on the background music down too also as well. So hopefully this all works out for you guys and works out for us too also as well. Ronald Anderson typed number 1 inside of the comments. Thank you for that. Ronald too also as well. Appreciate you. So guys, thank you so much for the feedback. That is very, very important to us. Really appreciate you. Bob from Cakeology, I'm not sure if you just came in. We were talking about you when we first started. We were saying how we had a great time with you here on the show, and we'd like to have you back on soon before we do the multi-collaboration with the other YouTube channels, I should say, and I already mentioned their names, so you guys know who they are too also as well. And by the way, guys, Cakeology has a great YouTube channel. If you're just coming into the live stream, you definitely want to check out his channel. You could click on his name here in the chat, Cakeology, then you click on go to channel, and then when you get there, click on subscribe and hit the bell notifications. Also as well, that way you would never miss a single video as Bob makes them on his channel too also as well. Janelle, okay, Pink Lady Barbara says, I support my fam at Cakeology. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that, Pink Lady. Janelle says, that was an amazing video you did, Bob. Proud of your work and keep it going. Yes, that was awesome there, Bob. I like that. A lot of great information. I believe the last video we watched from you was you talked about LexisNexis. Yeah, and that kind of sparked our interest here too as well, because we refer to LexisNexis quite often because LexisNexis has a lot to do with building credit and building up your credit score too also as well. When I first started on my credit repair, credit building journey back in October, I actually had to freeze my LexisNexis report, and that I did. I also froze my ARS. That's another company similar to LexisNexis too also as well. And I also froze my Sage Stream report too also as well. And I had all those reports requested and mailed to my house too also as well. So that's one thing I did when I started building credit. For those of you who don't know much about Janelle and I started building credit in October of 2018. And when I first started building credit, I hardly knew anything at all about what I was doing. Okay, I knew nothing about building credit. So for me, it was a learn as I go, kind of thing. Just the experience alone. But also, we did, along the way, we done a lot of tons of research. We read many books. We also learned from a lot of credit experts and gurus or what have you on not only YouTube, on Facebook, through podcasts. And speaking of experts, we'd like to have, there's a guy called the 800 Credit Score Man. Okay. We'd like to have him on our show too also as well. So we'll be speaking more with him. He has his own podcast on he does have a link on Facebook to it. I'll share the information. I'll actually put that inside of the description. I might put it also inside of the comments too, but we want to have him as a special guest here on his channel too. He's called the 800 Credit Score Man too also as well. We will be having more people who have 800 credit scores, people who've been recently approved for mortgages too also as well. We got another guy that he owns his own credit repair business, and he's been building credit for 27 years. He has a 27-year credit profile. Yes, and he has a very high 800 credit score and a very strong credit profile too also as well. So he will be dropping some knowledge and some jewels on all of us about how we can, get to where he's at right now, okay? And how we can do what he's done. So he's another one that we plan on having as a guest too on the show too also as well. So I do want to say, if any of you would like to be a guest on our show too also as well, maybe to share an experience that you had with credit, just let me know inside of the comment too also as well. If you own a business and you want to share some of your experiences with building credit for your business or building credit in general, definitely let me know if you would like to be a guest on the show. We would like to have more and more people here on the show as a guest too also as well. So I know I've been kind of rambling along. I just want to make sure that I'm not missing anyone's comments here, so I'm definitely going to be checking that right now as we speak. Okay, so it looks like everything is okay. Janelle says, I support all my family's subscribers here are all so awesome. You are also awesome. Okay, thank you for sharing that.
Always.
Janelle, really appreciate that. Bob from Cakeology says, make sure you guys download the free cheat sheet that I made. I have a sample freeze letter in there as well. Okay, yes, definitely for sure, guys. Definitely download that. Bob, if you have a link to that cheat sheet, go ahead and put the paste the link inside of the comments there, so everyone would be that's interested would be able to download the cheat sheet to the freeze cheat sheet too also as well. Okay, because that is important. A lot of credit repair professionals, they recommend that you should freeze those reports. You should freeze your LexisNexis, you should freeze your SageStream, you should freeze your ARS. These are all, agencies that you definitely need to be aware of. You need to know what they do and how they relate to your credit profile and what part or role do they play in it too also as well. Okay, so that's very important. Also, another agency you want to familiarize yourself with is Check Systems. And Check Systems is important to us here on this channel too also as well, because when we're building credit, those of us who are still building credit too also as well, and we're going out trying to build relationships with big banks, the major banks, maybe American Express, Discover, or even Chase, too also as well, Capital One, whatever bank you plan on building a relationship with, you definitely want to familiarize yourself with Check Systems. You want to pull your own Check Systems report and see what's on there. Okay, see what's on there too also as well, because some banks do a hard pull also as well. Even for opening up an account with them, some of them do a hard pull. Not all of them. A lot of the credit unions do a hard pull, though. However, but some of the banks do also do a hard pull. Not all of them, like I said. If you're looking for more information in that, we did do a live stream on that. It's here on this channel, that video, and it talks about banks and hard pulls versus soft pulls too also as well. But Check Systems is very important, especially for those of you who plan on like churning bank accounts, and that's something that some people do. They sign up with the bank to get the bank account, to get the bonus that bank offers, and then they meet the spend, the deposit requirements, for that bonus, and then they move on to another bank and do the same thing. There's several banks out there that offer these type of bonuses too also as well for you to open up an account. Okay, excuse me. So let's see. What other comments did we miss here? Everyone also, please give a warm welcome to Jose Pina. Jose Pina is in the building. Thank you so much, Jose, for stopping by. Really appreciate you. I believe, Jose, you're sort of new. I don't remember seeing you in our live streams. If I did, then my mistake. If not, I want to welcome you to our live chat. Feel free to comment as much or as little as you like. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them in the comments. If you see any questions you'd like to answer here in the chat, feel free to take a swing at it. So everyone, please say hello to Jose Pina. Excuse me, I need to take a little drink.
Check.
Okay, so let's see if any more comments we missed here. Okay, Jose Pina says, "Hi, Lyndon. What do you think of balance transfers, good or bad?" Well, we did a little, quite a bit research on balance transfers, and balance transfers actually can be a big help. It can be a big help for you, especially in the credit building stage. Okay, if you have, like, say for example, if you have a high credit utilization, right? Or say your credit utilization is just way out of control. Okay, say it's 80 or 90. Say it's 90%. Okay, on one of your credit cards, and that's something like that can really drag your credit score down a lot. I mean, a lot of points you can lose by just having one account that with that high of a credit usage. Okay, so pretty much if you opened a business credit card, okay, a business credit card where you can transfer the balance to, that would be very helpful to you. Why? Well, it would be very helpful because a lot of business credit cards do not report to your personal credit profile. Okay, so you would transfer that balance to your business credit card. Okay, and it would show on your credit report when they report as your usage as 0%. Okay, on that credit card that had formerly the 90% credit utilization, and the 90 and all that 90% credit utilization, that total balance or whatever that is or was, is now on the business credit card balance. Okay, but since that business credit card does not report to your personal credit profile, it does not bring your credit score down. Okay, so that's going to help your credit score tremendously, because with a 0% utilization, added on to the utilization on your other credit cards, from when they derive a total credit usage, will jump your credit score up a lot of points there. Okay, so that way, it could be good too also as well. But considering from a personal credit card to another personal credit card, if you don't need it, don't do it. As simple as that. Just don't do it, because you may think you're gonna benefit from it, but you want to definitely do your research on it. You want to definitely weigh out your pros and cons before you actually do that. You want to be very diligent, very cautious when you're doing personal to personal balance transfers. Okay, in other words, when you're transferring a balance from a personal credit card to another personal credit card. Okay, so that, I hope that helped you out, somewhat, Jose. I hope that answered the question. Sorry it was such a long answer, but a lot of times we get very thorough here when we, answer questions and give out, information. So, but thank you so much for that question, Jose. So if you haven't already, please say hello to Jose Pina. Jose Pina, thank you so much for that. Okay, so let's see. Any other comments? Yes, Cakeology says, this is the link. It is in the description of the video, at the top of the description. Okay, so it's in your description in that video that you made about the LexisNexis, right, Bob? That's what I'm assuming, because that's the last video that we watched. I think that was your latest video too, also. Okay, EZ. Everyone, please give a warm welcome to EZ. EZ is also a new person here to our live chat, so thank you so much for stopping by, EZ. We really appreciate you too also as well. So everyone, please say hello to EZ. EZ says, I had to dispute a traffic ticket on my LexisNexis that occurred 27 years ago with LexisNexis for insurance that determines how much insurance you pay. By law, is supposed to fall off after 7 years. Okay, wow. Well, I would definitely... Okay, so you already disputed it. So, you know, all you could do is just go ahead and follow through with the dispute process there, EZ. But it's good that you started disputing that already, because, you know, with LexisNexis, you can definitely dispute with them. Okay, they do have a process, and it seems like you're already going through that process right now. So, you know, let me know how that goes too also as well. Janelle says, I had tried to open a checking account with U.S. Bank. Well, they denied me. So I ordered my check systems and it is clean. So I don't know why I can't get a checking account. So, yeah, Janelle, we definitely will be looking into that for sure. Because, I mean, if your check systems is clean, there should be no reason for them to deny you. But check systems only goes back, but so far I don't remember exactly how many years. I'm not sure if it's 5 years they go back or if they only go back 7 years. I don't remember the exact amount of time there, but it's possible that you could have something on there from before that. Yeah, it could be before. It could be so old, maybe you know, the bank could have a file on it, but maybe it's just not on the check systems report. All right.
Hey everybody, I just dropped by to say hi to everyone.
See what other comments we have here. Yes, it looks like that's our Panda Bear, little kitty there. He stopped by to say
hi.
Yeah, he stopped by to say hi.
Yeah.
Also, everyone, please give a warm welcome to David Amex King Moss. David, thank you so much for stopping by. Really appreciate you. David says he loves the channel. Okay, yes, thank you for saying that, David, too, also as well. So everyone, please say hello to David Amex King Moss, too, also as well. Also, everyone, please welcome Sean P. Entertainment. Welcome back, Sean P. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Thank you for stopping by once again. Sean says, hey, so question. What are the chances that a deleted collection show back up on your credit report? Oh, Sean, I apologize so much. I know you had asked that question before in a comment on one of the videos. I noticed that on the channel, but for some reason, I tried to reply to your comment, but for some reason, YouTube would not let me reply to that comment. So I couldn't figure out how to reply to it. So I'm glad you brought it up again, though, however. Okay. And actually, those deleted collections, some of them, it's possible they can show back on your credit report. That is possible. They have came back on people's credit reports before in the past. And it's just a simple matter of, you know, investigations and, you know, things that come up in the investigation, what gets verified, what does not get verified, you know, things of that nature. Okay. And a lot of creditors as well, they are very iffy about removing, you know, trying to remove things from your credit report too also as well, because they have a relationship with the credit bureaus, okay? And if they, if the credit bureau sees them like removing things from credit reports, you know, that they have already reported, they can actually lose a rapport with that credit bureau. Okay, and that's kind of bad for them too also as well. Now, I'm not giving them any excuses. I'm not at all, not in the least way possible. Okay, I'm just stating facts. Okay, and what goes on with these creditors and the credit bureau's relationships too also as well. So it is possible those collections can reappear on credit reports too also as well. But if that has happened to you, Sean, I would definitely want to, follow up with that and dispute that too also as well. If you still have the file, have all the information on that collection, you definitely want to dispute that if that has happened to you. But yeah, that is possible. The chances, it's not a big chance. Okay, the chances are not. It's not going to be like a 90% chance of it reappearing or 75 chance of it reappearing. I would say my guess. Okay, and I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please, guys, correct me here, because I'm just taking a educated guess at this one. Okay, I would say the chances are maybe 10%. Maybe between 5 to 10% chance of it reappearing on your credit report once it has been deleted. Okay.
Yeah, a lot.
All right, let's see. Any more comments? Sean P says, good to see you also. Yeah, thank you so much for saying that, Sean. Kevin says, the cream team is back. Let's do this together, everybody, as one big happy family on this credit life. We are one, peace and love. Thank you so much for sharing that, Kevin. That was a very beautiful comment there. Thank you so much. Flashpoint Capital is in the house, people. Thank you so much for stopping by there, Justin. Really appreciate you, buddy. Yeah, I really enjoy. Janelle and I really enjoy your videos, too, by the way. We would love to have you here as a guest on our show, too. Also, if we had the other software we were using last week Wednesday's live stream, if we had that software right now, we're using that software right now to do this live stream, we would definitely invite you on the show right now. But with the Streamlabs that we are using now, I mean, we're still in the learning process of using that for inviting guests. But the other program, the other software that we have, that one is more simple, more easy to use. So, we can if we were using that right now, we would definitely send you an invite to have you as a guest here on the show, because we really enjoy all of your videos there that you make, and we really enjoyed, every time you and David, I know you guys have this new thing with the Flash and Tech show that you guys do. That's awesome. We really like that too also as well. We wish that you would have been on with Waller's Wallet too in the last live stream that Tech did too also as well, because I'm sure that would have added a lot of value to that live stream too also as well. But just to let you know there, Justin, we definitely would like to have you here on our channel as a guest too also as well. So that gives you something you definitely want to think about. So everyone, please say hello to Justin at Flashpoint Capital. Okay. Awesome. And by the way, people, that's a great YouTube channel. You want to check it out for sure. Justin is trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I'm sure he will get there very, very soon, in like no time at all. So people, you definitely want to click on Flashpoint Capital here in the chat. Click on Go to Channel, and then when you get there, click on subscribe and hit the bell notifications too also as well. The brother has a lot of great knowledge and information about travel and rewards cards that you could definitely learn some tips about for sure. Jose Pina says, no, that's fine. Thanks for the info. Okay, thank you for sharing that too also as well. Jose, really appreciate you. Janelle says, yo, Flashpoint Capital is in the house. Yes, thank you for joining Flashpoint. Cornell Mr. Mentor Freeman says, I like your software. Oh, thank you, Cornell. We kind of like this one too as well. That's why we continue to use it, because there's so many things that we can do with this, and there's so many things that this software can actually do that we really don't know fully about yet. But it has a lot of interesting features. And it is a learning experience too also as well. And that's why, the company that makes this software, they actually make YouTube videos about using this software too. And they keep coming out with new videos all the time about it too as well. So it's very interesting. Thank you for saying that, Cornell. Okay, so let's see what else do we have here. Sean P says, I was in Mexico. Okay, Sean, how was your experience in Mexico? Sean, did you use any... Did we skip Ronald? Yes, we did. Sorry about that, Ronald. Ronald Anderson says, all right, I'm finally parked. Let's enjoy the show. Hi at Janelle. Yes, thank you for parking there. We feel so much better, Ronald, now that you're parked. Awesome. Thank you for that. Sean P says, I was in Mexico. Okay, Sean, awesome. Glad that you got a chance to travel. Did you get a chance to use any of your rewards or points to get you there while you were there? Let us know. And, go ahead and share that with us inside of the comments too also as well. Flashpoint Capital gives the peace sign and upside down happy face. Okay, thank you for sharing that there, Justin. Really appreciate that. Kevin Jackson says, hey, Janelle and Panda Bear, the cat, meow. Yes. And that was Panda's birthday last week. We made an announcement in the last live stream last week.
Tuesday.
Too also as well.
That was the night we had. That's the night we had that tornado.
Yeah, that's the night that we had the tornado.
Yep, I remember.
Flashpoint, Justin says, what do you think about sending a freeze letter to SageStream before filing disputes? Well, a lot of credit repair specialists, they recommend that it should be done before filing the disputes because a lot of these credit bureaus will check with these companies, these agencies. They will check with them to verify information. Sometimes it could be pertaining to a collection. Sometimes it could be pertaining to an inquiry too also as well. So that's why a lot of them recommend to freeze all those agencies. I don't believe that it can guarantee anything because some of those credit bureaus may go to another agency that you haven't frozen on, another agency that you haven't thought about, okay? Because there are others out there besides SageStream, LexisNexis, ARS, so you just never know. But it is a good thing to do. It definitely increases your odds of being successful with your dispute. Janelle says, that must be fun in Mexico. Hope you had a great time at Sean P. Entertainment. Sean says, I got something deleted 8 months ago, wondering if it's going to come back.
Depends on what it is.
Well, cross your fingers there, Sean. I wouldn't worry about it too much. You know what I mean? It's not. It depends on the situation too. It all depends on that particular case. Whether or not it would come back. But if it really worries you, I mean, just make preparations just in case it does come back. I mean, make sure you have all your paperwork. And I say on paper. I mean, even if you had disputed it by email, or maybe you disputed it over the phone, whatever method you use to dispute it, make sure you have a good paper trail, okay, and you have all your documents together, just in case this does come back, okay. But we're hoping it doesn't. All right, Sean P said he had a great time in Mexico. Awesome. Pink Lady Barbara says, hey, everybody, hit the thumbs up. Yes, for sure. Please, everyone, hit the thumbs up button. because it helps YouTube spread the video, pass the video around for sure, and it helps us get more views here on the channel for sure. Janelle says, glad to hear that, Sean P. Flashpoint says, thank you guys. Yes, you're very welcome there, Justin, for sure. We really appreciate you. You make some awesome content there on your channel. EZ says, do pay collections.
No, he had made a mistake. He meant do not. Get it down here.
Oh, okay. So EZ corrected that. He meant to say, do not pay collections. Just let it fall off your report. If you do pay off a collection, the credit agencies will add an additional 7 or 10 years from the date of last activity. Collection will reappear on your report. Yes, that sounds true there, EZ. That's why a lot of credit specialists, they recommend don't pay collections. You know, it's like the majority of them, okay? Some of them say you can pay it. It would help your utilization, you know, and this and that, but I would say don't pay it. Don't pay it because, you know, chances are it can fall off of your credit report. If you pay it, it makes it so much harder to get it deleted. And actually paying collections does not really benefit or help your credit score, you know, by paying it. Okay, by paying it is not going to, you know, benefit you as far as your credit profile is concerned. Now, as far as building a relationship with that creditor in the future, if you really need that creditor, say it's Chase, if it's Chase Bank or American Express or Discover, one of the big banks that you really need to build a relationship with in the future, because maybe you would want to get a Chase card. Maybe that Chase Sapphire Reserves looks really good. Looks really good to you, and you know you need to build a relationship with Chase for that. If it's Chase or any one of those banks, you definitely want to dispute it first. However, you know, that's what I would suggest, disputing it first and foremost, because before you pay it, it is so much easier to get it deleted. Once you pay it, it is so much difficult, so much harder to get that thing removed off of your credit report. I mean, you can have 4 or 5 different credit repair agencies sweating, you know, 8 hours a day trying to, you know, dispute this thing round after round of letters after rounds of letters, and unsuccessful for months. You know, okay, this can go on for a very long time. If you pay this collection, it can be that much harder to get it removed. Okay, the other option is to wait until it falls off of your credit report. If you're close to the 7-year mark, maybe, and if it's 5 years old or 4 years old, then even if you got it deleted, you're not going to get much of a credit score increase if you get it deleted at that point, because it's already 4 or 5 years old. The older a collection is, the less it affects your credit score. Okay, so that's another thing that you definitely want to keep in mind. As far as them redating your collection, you know, if you pay it, that is true. They can restart the date of last recent activity on your credit report to reflect the date that you made the last payment, and they can keep that collection on your credit report for an additional 7 years after that date. So actually, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're screwing yourself over by paying that in the beginning. Okay, always. That's why you should always dispute the collections first. Okay, and don't worry about building a relationship with that bank or that, you know, creditor, whatever the case. If it's Chase, okay, you're not going to get a Chase Sapphire Reserve or Preferred or whatever with Chase having a collection from Chase on your credit report anyway for a very long time anyways. Okay, so it doesn't matter if you don't pay them right away. Okay, but just make sure you dispute that first If you absolutely want to pay them, make sure you get a pay for delete agreement letter from that institution or creditor before you decide to go ahead and pay them. So that way, if they do not remove that collection off of your credit report, all you have to do is show the credit bureau a copy of that letter. They will add that to the investigation. It will be deleted off your credit report. Problem solved. Okay. So I hope that helped somewhat. Kevin Jackson says, "Hey, Lyndon, what is ARA?" Oh, Kevin, that's ARS. ARS. I'm sorry if I said ARA, but ARS, you can definitely look that up for sure. There are an agency. Let me see if I can give you a link, because actually they're not too often talked about. Okay, but they are another agency that does something similar to what SageStream and LexisNexis does too also as well. So I'm trying to find a link for that. Let's see. Information ARS. ARS. Okay. So I will definitely put that link in the description for you guys, especially for you, Kevin, for sure. I'm trying to see if I could have found it, but I guess I couldn't. But that one you can definitely, check out too. Also, since especially if you're going around to like SageStream and like LexisNexis and all of them, that's another one too. You want to check out also as well. Okay, it's called ARS. So let's see, did I miss any of the comments? Any other comments I missed here? Sean P says you're welcome. Okay, awesome. Thank you for that. Easy says, oops, I meant to say do not pay collections. Okay, thank you for correcting that. Sean P says, no, my wife won a contest from Cheap Caribbean, so airfare and hotel was paid for. Wow, that's awesome. So you didn't have to pay for any of that, huh? Maybe you just paid for your food, and was that it? That's still awesome. Everything all paid for. You won a contest there. Okay, great. Good job. Good job. Dolly Lamas T. Okay. When is the next video coming out at Flashpoint? Yes, Flashpoint. We want to know. I want to know for sure. When are you making the next video?
You comment on there. Keep going.
Because I definitely enjoy your videos. Next Tuesday, Dustin says, live streams will start coming Saturday or Sundays. Haven't decided yet. And then Mondays, Flash and Tech show. Okay, awesome. I will definitely be there. Janelle will be there too also as well.
Always.
Sean P. Entertainment says, well, my wife just got home. I'm getting off here. Everyone have a great night. I will watch the replay tomorrow. Good night, everyone. Yes, good night, Sean P. We'll see you the next time around. Okay, Dolly Lamas has a question. She says, won't a collection agency just keep selling collection accounts, and in return that new account will show up and hurt the account further? Like I said, Dolly, collections, they can reappear on a credit report. It has happened before. Okay, so it's possible it can happen again. But if that account, has a solid investigation results. In other words, say you had a pay for delete agreement, okay? Or say you had a letter from an insurance company stating that there was their responsibility to pay that debt. Or for someone who had like a hospital bill and they had no insurance, so they signed up for, say, some free insurance like from the state insurance, like Medicare, what is it called, Medicaid or something like that. I believe it's called Medicaid. In some states, it's called Medicaid. In some states, it's called Access, depending on what state you live in. But that's the free health insurance, okay, for people who don't have any and they end up in the hospital, need to get treated for whatever the situation is. And some of them, those insurances, they will agree to pay off past medical debts. Okay.
3 months.
What's that, Janelle?
The last 3 months, they will.
Okay, Janelle says within the last 3 months they will. Okay, in Arizona, that's in Arizona through Access, I believe. Through Access. Yes, Access is Medicaid for Arizona.
That's what they did to me.
That's what they call it in Arizona. So that's what they did to Janelle, actually, on all four of her collections. But they still had that reported on her credit report as collections, delinquent, negative reporting, and her credit score had suffered, was in the 500s, the low 500s. Until she did some credit building. We helped her with that, building up her credit score, and got her some trade lines, got her, a loan, actually a self-lender loan, got her an authorized user, credit card, a few credit cards, and she's been building credit for about 4.5 months now. Got all the collections deleted from her TransUnion report, and her credit score shot up to 770 FICO score. Okay, and that's not just from getting those collections deleted, from a combination of all the things that we've done with her credit profile, the authorized user. Okay, which that authorized user didn't have much age. It was actually a new account. We got it from Dwayne at How to Build Credit TV. It was on his American Express Blue Cash Everyday card or something like that, I believe. Yeah, it was the American Express Blue card that he had a high credit limit on. It was a new account that he just opened in April, okay, or March. So it didn't have any age on it, but it had a high credit limit. Okay, then I added her to one of my credit cards, and as most of you know, I've only been building credit since October. So when I added her onto there, that got her a FICO score. Okay, I got her a FICO score in less than 6 months. Which is normally the requirement to get a FICO score. But because my credit card that I added her to on had, over 6 months credit history, she met the 6 month requirement with that authorized user. And the utilization, I should say, yeah, that's what word I'm looking for. The credit utilization on both of her authorized users are low. She been keeping her utilization pretty decent on, her other credit lines that she's had, and we've been monitoring her credit score pretty well. She gets a free FICO score from her Fingerhuts account that she had opened up too also as well. So she's been doing very good. Her self-lender never missed a payment too also as well. So those collections, I know they can be very, very, sneaky sometimes. They can just, the research that we've done about the collections that reappear on credit reports, there's normally no warning. A lot of times there's no warning at all. They just come right back on the credit report. Okay, but never fear, all you got to do is dispute it again. Just dispute it. Make sure you hold on to all your records though too also as well. Don't feel like just because you got an item deleted from your credit report, that you don't need to keep, your records from that collection. Okay, even though it's gone, it may be gone. It's gone for now, but just in case anything was to happen, knock on wood, if it came back again, you have all your documents ready to go in case you need to dispute it. Alrighty. Let's see. Janelle says, I'll be right back in the video in just a few minutes. Okay. Janelle's right here. I'm just actually sitting down next to me. Easy says, I learned the hard way. Just get a bankruptcy discharged, which was the best thing I did. In 2 years, I will get my second house. Once you receive the discharge letter, file a dispute with credit agencies ASAP. Thank you for sharing that with us, Easy. So Easy just shared, some knowledge with us about bankruptcy discharges too also as well. And in 2 years, he's getting ready to get his second house. So that's awesome there, Easy. Congratulations on that too also as well. So let's see what else we have here. Dolly Lamas says thank you. Yes, you're very welcome, Dolly, too also as well. So I'm just going to go over some quick tips with you guys there. Since we've been on this live stream for about an hour and 15 minutes.
Yes.
And normally we stay on for at least 2 hours, sometimes 2.5 hours. I believe our longest live stream was like 3+ hours. Our shortest live stream was about an hour, I believe. Okay. So basically, we just want to touch up on the 3 major credit bureaus and, to report or not to report. That's the question. So basically, we're talking about trade lines that some that don't report to all 3 major credit bureaus. Okay. So one point I want to mention is that using lenders that report to all 3 credit bureaus is vitally important. Okay, it's very important to build up our credit scores for sure. Why is that? Because you see, it can create what's like a discrepancy. Not even a discrepancy is not really the word I was looking for, but it can create, like, you can have, like, say for example, like say a 680 credit score on your Experian, a 670 on your Equifax, a 660 on a TransUnion, like that. And a lot of that can be caused by trade lines that do not report to all 3 credit bureaus. Okay, say like you have a trade line or credit card. When I say trade lines, I'm including credit cards in that. I'm including loans in that. I'm including department store cards, whatever it is that reports to the credit bureau. Okay, and we call them trade lines here. All right. If it doesn't report to all 3, then it could cause, like, a difference in your scores from the all 3 credit bureaus. Okay, and there's a reasons that some creditors, okay, or some companies, like for example Horizon Gold is one. Okay, I'm not saying they're a bad creditor to get credit from. Okay, I have them too also. But I mean, they don't give you a hard inquiry. That's one reason that a lot of people use them to build credit, initially in the beginning, with. But a lot of these creditors like them that are smaller creditors, they're not like the big banks, like your Chase, your American Express, your Discover, Capital One, etc. They don't have those kind of funds or resources available to pay these credit bureaus. Okay, and reporting to these credit bureaus can be quite expensive. Okay, and they don't have the necessary revenue to have to report to all 3 major credit bureaus. So sometimes they may report to one. Okay. And you can find that when you review your credit report and you look through your accounts. And when you're looking through your credit report and your accounts, you want to look through each and every particular major credit bureau. You want to look at your TransUnion, you want to look at your Equifax, you want to look at your Experian. Okay, a lot of times when I first done that, I noticed that some accounts that I had reported to only one credit bureau, whereas some of them reported to all three. Like the myjewelers club reports to all three. So I'm just throwing that out there for. I know a lot of you have talked about myjewelers or wanting to sign up with myjewelers and New Coast Direct too also as well, because they offer almost a guaranteed $5,000 plus credit limit and they report to all three major credit bureaus. Those are great. They report to all three major credit bureaus. Okay, but what you want to be cautious of is trade lines that only report to one or maybe even two and don't report to all three. Okay, but that is one reason why some of these creditors do not report to all three has a lot to do with funds, getting the funding that's necessary to because this is it's very expensive for them to report to all three major credit bureau too also as well. Just to report to one credit bureau is very expensive for them to do too also as well. Okay, so another thing that you want to keep in mind is that if there's a trade line that does not report to all three major credit bureau, it is withholding important information that could benefit your credit profile and your credit score too also as well. This is important information that you will need, that you definitely need. So you want to consider and ask yourself, okay, because when you're first building credit, there's a lot of various factors to think about. Okay, there's the Chase trifecta. Okay, Chase trifecta is very important, especially if you plan on traveling to also as well. You're planning on maximizing your rewards to also as well, and getting all around credit cards that are, when I say all around, good in various categories too also as well. You want to make sure that you use those, slots. If you're going to use one or two slots there, then you want to make it a good choice. Choose a trade line that reports to all three major credit bureaus. Okay. And another thing also, another point I want to make is that before you making a credit application, you want to ask your lender that you're applying to, call them on the phone. It's might require a phone call. Okay, call customer service line, and you can just be honest. Say, I'm thinking about applying to your, whatever credit card or trade line it is. Okay, I'm thinking about applying. I see you have some, great benefits here. I'm interested in building my credit with your credit card, but I do want to ask you guys, do you report to all three major credit bureaus? Pretty simple. Okay. Don't be embarrassed about that. Don't feel like you're intruding or anything like that. These are your credit scores. This is important. This is your life. This is your credit profile that you're working on here. Okay, so don't feel shy or embarrassed to ask these people questions over the phone. Don't feel shy to ask them if they're, just, are you reporting? Do you report to all three major credit bureaus? Okay, and if they don't report to all three major credit bureaus, you want to think about not applying for that credit card or not applying for that trade line, department store card, whatever it is. Okay, because your credit scores and your credit profile could be so much better if you had an account with a lender or creditor that reports to all three major credit bureaus. Okay? So if that lender, if you ask them that question and they say no, then you pretty much want to move on. And there's plenty of lenders out there. I mean, it doesn't matter what type of credit score you have. It doesn't matter if you're new to credit or you've been building credit for a year, or it doesn't really matter. You can find creditors out there that report to all three major credit bureaus. Okay, they do exist. Just the same way you can find creditors or banks that do not do a hard inquiry, you can find creditors that report to all three major credit bureaus too also as well. Okay, but just keep in mind that this type of unreported information that is not reported to the credit bureaus, it could limit your potential for your credit profile. Okay, and you definitely don't want to do that, because in the future, for example, you apply for, say, an American Express card, right? And that's part of your credit building process. That's part of your rewards building process too also as well. And say American Express in your state only pulls a credit report from one credit bureau. I'm not talking about if you're already in the American Express family already and they're doing only soft pulls, now because you already have an American Express card. No, I'm talking about for your first American Express card. Okay? And if they pull from only one credit bureau, and if your creditor that you have an account with does not report to that credit bureau, then that's one less account that you're getting credit for. Okay? That's one credit limit that you're not getting credit for too also as well. Okay? So you definitely want to think of that, because a lot of these creditors, when they think about approving you for credit, they look at how long you've been building credit. They also look at your credit score too also as well. They look at how many inquiries you have on your credit report, because too many new inquiries just sends a red flag automatically. And they wondering why you're applying for so much credit. Okay, why do you need to apply for so much credit? Okay, so all of these things they're taking consideration. How old is your oldest credit card? All of these things. Okay, so that's why getting with lenders that report to all three major credit bureaus are so important too also as well. So that, people, I just wanted to share with you guys as a quick topic for this live stream too also as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed that quick topic there. So let's see if we missed any comments here. No. Dalai Lama says thank you. You're definitely welcome. Okay, Dalai Lama says, yes, ma'am, thank you. I think she's talking to you, Janelle. Okay, Dalai Lama says, thank you for the wonderful info, and I'm getting ready to turn in for the evening. You guys have a wonderful night. Sleep well. Yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. Dalai Lamas, we really appreciate you, too, also as well. And Cornell, Mr. Mentor Freeman says, great content. Thank you so much for sharing that, Cornell. So basically, I know I've kept you guys on for quite a while. For those of you who are new to our live streams, you're probably not used to us being on so long in a live stream with us too also as well. But so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to ask if anyone else has anything else to share in the comments. Go ahead and share that too also as well. But without further ado, as our tradition here on our channel, we like to recognize Everyone who have commented or shared, raised questions, or answered questions here in our live stream, to also as well. And we're going to do that right now. First and foremost, I want to say a special thank you to Kevin Jackson and the Cream Team. Thank you so much for sharing. Really appreciate you. And welcome back to also as well. Cream Team, you're all welcome to join anytime. Cliff Peters, thank you so much for joining us to also as well. Really appreciate you. Also want to say a special thank you to Dalai Lama's Tea. Dalai Lama's, thank you so much for sharing. I guess Dalai Lama's turned in for the night, but I wanted her to know that we really appreciate her, just in case she's watching on a live replay. Ronald Anderson, thank you so much for sharing. Ronald, really appreciate you. How in the beginning you were just listening to our stream, and then you actually pulled over so that where you can watch the stream too also as well. Really appreciate that, Ronald. Thank you so much for sharing that and sharing all your thoughts. Also want to say a special thank you to Pink Lady Barber. Pink Lady Barber, thank you so much for all of you contribute to our live streams too also as well. Also, by the way, people, if anyone has any ideas, any suggestions for a future topic for a video or live stream, definitely let us know inside of the comments too also as well. Also want to say a special thank you to Sun Lee, who is a new person here to our live stream. Thank you so much, Sun Lee. You're always welcome. We look forward to seeing you here. Join us in another live stream with us. Also, and Sun Lee is also from the Cream Team and was referred by Bob from Cakeology. Thank you, Bob, for the referral. Really appreciate that, brother, and we will be sending many more right back at you too also as well, brother. Also want to say a thank you as well to Julian Robinson. Julian, thank you so much for sharing your credit building experience with us. You just you just got a new authorized user from the Credit Maestro also as well. Yeah, that's an awesome YouTube channel, the Credit Maestro. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, you definitely want to go and give it a look for sure. Also want to say a special thank you to Cakeology and Bob. Thank you so much, Bob, for joining us in another live stream. We definitely want to have you on again very soon. But thank you so much. Really appreciate you, Bob. Also want to say a special thank you to Cornell, Mr. Mentor Freeman. Cornell, we know you're one of our first veterans that we've had. You've been there since our first live stream, actually. You were there. And our first live stream was it was on a holiday. What's the name of that holiday again, you know? I can't think of it on the top of my head.
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo. That was our first live stream that we made. And Cornell, you were there since then. I believe we talked about Lexington law. Yeah, that time too also as well. So thank you so much, Cornell, for sticking with us. Really appreciate you. Also want to say a special thank you to Jose Pina. Jose, thank you for sharing. Thank you for the question. Really appreciate that. Also want to say a special thank you to EZ. EZ, thank you for stopping by once again. Gotta have a little sip of the soda. Okay. But we really appreciate you, EZ. So thank you so much. I also want to say a special thank you to David Amex King Moss. David, thank you for stopping by once again. And please share with us some more about your experience. I believe you went to Spain. So definitely let us know. Did you make any videos while you were out there in Spain? Let us know too also as well. Also want to say a special thank you to Sean P. Entertainment. Thank you so much, Sean P. Really appreciate you and welcome back. I definitely see you on Facebook quite often. So, you know, we will definitely keep in touch for sure. And thank you for sharing in the chat too also as well. And again, yeah, do apologize for not getting back to you on your question that you left in another comment. Just could not reply back for some reason. YouTube just would not allow me to. I don't know, understand why. But I'm glad I was able to get to that question in this live chat too also as well. I hope my answers definitely helped you out somewhat. I also want to say a special thank you as well to Flashpoint Capital. Thank you so much for joining our live streams with us, Justin. I really appreciate that too also as well. So right now, I guess we have 9 people here with us in the live chat too. So everyone, please give a thumbs up as much as you can. It really helps out the channel. Helps YouTube to spread the video too as well to as many people as possible. So I really appreciate, if you guys could hit the thumbs up for sure. Looks like right now we have 11 thumbs up. Thank you so much, people, too also as well. Really appreciate that. And thank you to all of you who have joined us in tonight's live stream too also as well. And definitely going to go ahead and go over to see if maybe David is doing a live stream tonight, for
No,
sure. Oh, he's not doing anything tonight? Oh, okay.
No, but we have another person live tonight.
Who? Oh, okay.
JB.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so for sure, thank you so much, guys, for joining. Let's see who else commented here. Janelle said, thank you all for joining us on our live stream. Glad to see you all, family here. Pink Lady says, Freeman, true veteran. Yep, Cornell is definitely a true veteran. Okay, so people, if you haven't already and you're interested in ways to build credit, increase your credit score too also as well. Maybe you want to travel the world for free. Maybe you want to open a business, get approved for a line of credit or a loan, and you want the lowest payments possible. It all starts with building credit, okay? So if you're interested in that and you haven't already, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications too also as well. That way you will never miss a single video as we make them here on this channel too also as well. If you want to support the channel, go ahead and leave a super chat. Or you can definitely join the Patreon, a Patreon membership too also as well. And the links to follow me on social media are on the screen. Join our Facebook group, How to Get Excellent Credit too also as well. If you have a question, definitely go ahead and email me too also as well. Also, I guess we have another guest just came in. Bodyguard for 856. Everyone, please say a warm welcome to Bodyguard 856. And Bodyguard, thank you so much for stopping by to show the love and support. Really appreciate you. Bodyguard says he just got home from work.
You can always go back on and replay it.
Well, Bodyguard, yeah, I know you kind of caught us at the end of the stream, the live stream here, but you're definitely welcome to check out the replay for sure. It was a short topic that we had, but we did mostly a Q&A session, question and answer session here. But I really appreciate you for stopping by, Bodyguard, showing the love and support. Definitely we need that for sure. So thank you so much to all of you who have stopped by.
Cornell.
Too also as well. Cornell says, I'm in it to win it. Yes, and Pink Lady Barbara says, good night, fam. Yes, good night, Pink Lady. And all of you, make sure that if you're out there that you keep safe, you stay blessed, and we'll see you guys in the next one. But for now, bye for now.